Okay, we've got our top three finishers from today's Supersport race. Number 2 here at Brainerd International Raceway. Our winner for the second day in a row, Matthew Skoltz. Second, PJ Jacobson for also the second day in a row. And third place, Corey Alexander. We'll get started with Corey. It's his second podium of the year. It was a simply awesome race. Was that last lap pass, was that a do or die, my boss is in town kind of ride, or what?
No, that was, I'm tired of falling around for the whole race and not getting on the box after yesterday. I honestly, I had pace the whole race, honestly, on those guys. I just couldn't really do anything to get around them, or if I did, I knew they'd just go right back by. So I just kind of sat there, and they just kept falling off, and just kind of paid attention to where they were struggling a little bit more than me, and just kind of kept that in the back of my head for those last couple laps. And I knew Tyler probably was a little bit anxious going through that last bit there after yesterday's fall, so that was one spot where I knew I might be able to capitalize, and that's kind of what I did there. The Rahal Ducati by Roller Die is just, honestly, the front end of the bike is so good. It's just really hard when somebody's right in front of me because I need roll speed and open track, so it's kind of like I have to drop back a little bit, and then I can roll into the back of them. But yeah, we're just down on the exit speed still a little bit, and we just kept making progress throughout the weekend to try to close that down, just with every little thing we could do on the bike, gearing, and so on and so forth. So, hats off to the guys. It was a long race just because, like I said, I knew I had pace. I just couldn't really go anywhere, and that was the case yesterday. But I didn't have the bike to make any moves where I did today.
How's the injury?
Yeah, honestly, not so bad. The last, when you're not pushing and you're just kind of sitting there behind those guys, you start thinking a little bit more because you're not just on the limit every lap. And that was kind of where it started to creep in with like 4 to go. I'm like starting to feel it tighten up a little bit, but honestly, my hip itself isn't so bad. It's just some of the muscles around it from crutching around from a week. It's crazy, how much you atrophy and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm sure. I'm honestly, to be on the podium without the injury would have been surprising to me. So to come here after being injured and get on the box, just really, really thankful and appreciative of the team for honestly just letting me come back, because it was a little bit of a crazy idea to say 4 weeks ago. I literally left Barber on crutches, and it was looking like 6 to 8 weeks before I could even walk. So, happy with where I'm at.
All right, congratulations. Second place today, second place yesterday. Still has a record of being on the podium in every single race. That's pretty impressive. And now your championship points lead's been cut down to 2 points. So it's 2 guys here battling for the title, and each with their 4 wins on the season. So today it's like you hounded him, but couldn't really get past.
Yeah, it was quite a difficult race. I think I was just really trying to stay there the whole time behind Schultz. But there was kind of a drop-off for me because I was like, not hammering the tire, but I was just trying to get the most out of it, standing the bike up and stuff. But it's just I couldn't really get towards him because he was doing similar lap times. So it was difficult. But I knew today was going to be difficult anyway. I think that just getting closer and bringing the gap, we made some huge changes like overnight. So that was really good. I think that now looking forward to going to the Ridge. I mean, it hasn't been one of my strongest tracks, but that's not in my head. I think that just most people tell me it's not one of my strongest tracks. So I think that going there, I can be quite strong on this bike. But our bike is very good in the braking zone. We just need to figure out some acceleration off of the corners from third and fourth gear for us, and just being able to not slide so much with this bike, because I think just once you're on the 600 and you start sliding off of the corners or in mid corner, it just kills your lap times. It's not like a super bike where you can make it up. So yeah, Schultz rode great this weekend. So happy for him and his team. My teammate Corey, for him to come back after injury, it's great for him to be on the podium with Graham being here between his IndyCar races. So that's awesome. I think the team should be proud this weekend. We did a great job. And yeah, you still can't look at the championship right now. You just gotta fight for wins, and I think it'll probably come down to the last couple races for sure.
Okay, thank you. A winner today, Matthew Skoltz. Won yesterday, won today. It's his 4th win of the season, and obviously a doubleheader sweep here at Brainerd. It seems like you got the motorcycle working to where you feel comfortable with it.
Yeah. Yesterday we felt great. We made a couple of changes for the practice this morning, and we went backwards, and then we went to yesterday's settings for this race, and was just strange that I was only kind of stuck in the hard 33s, whereas yesterday I could do 33.3, 33.4, and it didn't feel like I was riding like, at the absolute limit. And today, if I tried to push more, I was running wide, missing the corners, tucking in the front. So I just have to go back, look at the data, and figure out what I was doing differently. But yeah, I mean, definitely this first couple laps, I thought that I would be gapping them, and PJ kept me honest. So yeah, I mean, he definitely picked it up, and I know that he's coming. It's good to see Corey up here, one of the taller guys, so that's cool. But overall, happy to be taking the double. The team have been working really, really well. And just thank you to all the guys that have been supporting me, HJC, 4SR, Leathers, Alpine Star Boots, Gloves, Red Vanley, the Strack Racing Company, everyone that makes this possible for me. Thank you.
Okay, good job. Any questions?
Corey, you said something about making changes to get a better run off the corners. Did you change your gearing? What changes did you make?
Top secret. No, honestly, it was just gearing. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the difficulties a little bit with the Ducati as well, is just the gearbox. I know if you look at where we're shifting compared to everybody else, we're not doing anything near the same as the other guys. So it's just definitely a little bit of creativity with that, and that was really all we could do. Like I said, yesterday I felt like I was just on the absolute limit. I just couldn't make any passes because we have to ride such a finite line before we start running wide with our entry roll speed to try to close up that gap on the way out. And so I was just looking for a little bit something, honestly, more so to help me get into the corner, so that way I could, maintain a line with a little bit more roll speed, and then I could try to get on the throttle a little bit sooner to run out with those guys, because, that is where we're losing right now.
Okay. All right, thanks.